All right, y'all. So my plan for while I'm not there is to send you guys videos, which is really a start on my YouTube career. But more importantly than that, my hope is that you'll actually watch some of their videos. I'm not going to be in school on Monday just because, not because I'm sick or anything, I feel good, but because I do have some issues with my immune system. I want to make sure that I am protecting myself so I can keep being a support system for my friends and family and for you guys. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything that's about grading. What I want to do is just provide a space for us to still be connected, and a space for you all to be able to ask questions and talk about anxieties that you're feeling. I will be offering extra credit. So, in this first assignment, what I want you to do is if you see someone in your social media, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever, sharing misinformation or things that aren't from reliable sources, if you screenshot that, I'll give you some extra credit for that. And I'll give you even more extra credit if you show me what you responded back to them and how you explained to them that that's not a reliable source. We talked about reliable sources in class. Those are credible and trustworthy sources from experts. There's also a video link in Google Classroom to refresh your memory. Some of the things I'm thinking about doing over this time, as long as my health looks good, is giving you all some resources for making art to cope with some of the anxieties that you're feeling. For instance, like I'm going to try to find something like if you want to start practicing freestyling, you can find some resources for that. If you want to do like daily journals. And then if any of you have ideas for things that you've seen or on your social media, you've seen cool self-care things like the ones I'm going to insert right now. So, what that might look like is watching what kind of media you're consuming and how it's making you feel. Connect with your friends, with your teachers, with your loved ones. Connect with them through calls, texts, internet, FaceTime. Think about what practicing self care looks like for you. Is that coloring? Is that watching Netflix and shows that don't make you anxious? Really focusing on your mental health. And then I'll also add them to your Google Classroom. You all, because you're young, you have better connections to all of these new technologies. Like, I still really don't understand how to use Snapchat. What I really want to say is that we are going through a big thing right now, and we need to think about what coping skills we have, making sure if we're anxious, we are reaching out to people that we trust. So that could be teachers, parents, friends. Reach out to them through text message or through FaceTime, because we do want to socially isolate. So, social distancing or social isolation are tools that we're using so that we can slow down the spread of the coronavirus. And what that means is that our system, our healthcare system, won't be overwhelmed with too many cases at once. If we can slow down the virus moving, then our healthcare system will have the capacity or the ability to treat all of the patients that are coming into the hospital. And that's why we don't want to be going out in big groups, and that's why school has been canceled. So, my first thing is reach out to people around your anxieties, and I can be one of those people if you feel comfortable. Make sure that you are not, if you're feeling panicked and if there's news out there that you're worried about, that you are talking to people that you think understand the news, or you're doing your own research. Socially isolate yourselves. Young people are not showing a lot of symptoms, but young people could be responsible for transmitting this disease to people that it is really going to affect, like elderly people and people with compromised immune systems. And the idea and what we need to do is we need to slow this thing down. It's going to happen, but if we're smart and we isolate ourselves socially, if we wash our hands, and if we take care of our mental health, we are going to be in a good place. And I want to say to all of you that are anxious, there is a really big thing going on, and that is really scary, but I feel a lot of hope when I talk to you all, because some of the conversations are around, well, why don't we have universal health care? And, why is it that it's so scary for the schools to be closing? Because so many young people rely on the schools for food. The hope that I have is this thing is showing us some of the failings we have as a larger system, and that through this we can be really talking about how we make life better for the most marginalized people in our society. And that includes poor people and people of color and people who don't have, people who are disabled, elderly people, and there's lots more to include in that. But I care about you all very much, and I want to be here to try to support and have conversations and, just continue to have community. You guys know I love Sullivan, and when we say Sullivan family, I take that very seriously. Let's stay connected and keep looking out for messages from me. I will be trying to find ideas about how we can get through this thing together. All right. Bye, everybody.